9-year-old Jaiyah Martinez, she seems to be just like any other kid her age. She plays outside, she goes to school, and her favorite subject?
PE.
And while there's nothing holding her back from that physical activity, when she takes a tumble...
So what happened to your knee there?
I fell down yesterday for Olympics.
She bleeds red just like all of us, but for her, those scrapes and bruises are easy to come by and hard to go away.
We noticed that she was 2 years old and she had nosebleeds.
But not just any nosebleeds.
And she woke up in blood on her pillow, and I took her to the doctor numerous of times, and they're like, it's just dry.
And we couldn't understand why, and the doctors kept saying, well, it's just allergies.
A family left confused and concerned, tried everything to stop the bleeding in the normal way. Then they turned to the knowledge and expertise at UMC.
The big reason was because my dad had cancer, and they took good care of him there at the cancer center. Then they ran some tests, and they discovered that she had von Willebrand.
That's von Willebrand, a blood disorder. Jaiyah not only has the disease, but a severe form of it.
She's missing a protein in her blood, von Willebrand protein.
Hematologist Dr. Mohammed Al-Rahawan says it's rare for a child to have such a severe disease, one that cannot be cured, only treated.
It is scary. It can be really life-threatening, as if you bleed enough blood, you may not be able to wake up because you're so anemic, and if you don't wake up and address that bleed, then you could potentially be in a very dangerous situation.
Jaiyah sought treatment from Dr. Al-Rahawan and other specialists where her grandfather battled his leukemia, the cancer center where the decision was made to implant a port where the protein humate could be easily infused.
It was time for her to get her medicine, and she would I would start crying too. She would make me real emotional because she would start saying, Grandma, I love you. Mommy, I love you. Deborah, I love you. She would call the nurse name, and of course her mom, and then me, and she had the whole cancer center people just listening to her, and everybody would just start emotional. Everybody would get real emotional.
Weeks were spent in the hospital for interventions and infusions and surgeries.
Occasionally, we had to modify a planned treatment surgery because of the bleeding tendency that she has.
That goes to my part.
And those tendencies and emergency infusions will continue for the rest of her life. So at home, there is Jaiyah's fridge, stocked with humate, as dangers, not just nosebleeds, lurk everywhere, posing a risk of a loss of blood.
And this is the medicine that they put in my blood.
But thanks to UMC's Children's Hospital, Jaiyah doesn't let this stop her from being a kid or living her life, just like her grandfather.
She's been a very strong little girl. For her, what she's going through, and just it reminds me of my husband. I mean, he would just keep going like one day at a time. That's why I tell my granddaughter, we have to take it one day at a time,